Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show.
Hello.
How are you doing,
Welcome,
Anastasia?
welcome. Good. How are you today?
Absolutely fire today. Having a great day.
Fine. So you had some good trades, I suppose.
Yeah, I'm good.
You were long?
No, I was short on the range and at the bottom in the London session.
Okay. I was short there as well, but I've actually found out I actually was out on break even after all.
Yeah. Did you see the bump? It's insane.
Yeah, that's why I was asking if you were long afterwards.
Nah, I'm logged up from my account.
One trade a day, huh?
Yeah. Okay, so we have Glenn. Glenn is actually saying that I'm looking for an entry for a short on Bitcoin to 57750 area. Oh, let's take a look at Bitcoin and go to the. This is my terrible trade yesterday on the Bitcoin, but let's go to the monthly because we have new monthly candle open. And I'm not sure. I'm not quite sure that it will die directly from this key level because we kind of invalidated the higher time frame support, not fully. So I think if price want to take maybe another pullback, this can be the next resistance, but I don't think so. And I actually want to hear your view on the Bitcoin, Anastasia, like what you are looking for in the July on the monthly chart. Oh, you're already in
As a
short.
matter of fact, I'm in a short on July and in a swing short. And it didn't really change since Monday. So on Monday, we talked about the short and I got out on break even on the first trade. It's not going to show because it was already 2 days ago. So it erased it. So my original short was like this. And then I got out on break even because the price hit it after this week. So the price went into profit. It hit the weekly point of control from this week and then started to reverse after all. So I was out on break even, then I re-entered, I was out on break even again, and then I re-entered perhaps not in the best position because I was a little profit, a little drawdown, but it's a very small risk on this one. The reason being is because if you look at the cumulative delta, so the order volume distribution for like across quite some time already from the beginning of June, we will see that the price did go slightly down, but the cumulative delta returned to the same point. And even more divergence between the price and the delta we're going to see from the 26th of June approximately. 24th, 26th of June until today. We will see that cumulative delta was actively dropping, but the price remained at the same level, which is showing us that the sellers are getting absorbed. So there is active sell orders incoming, but the price, however, wasn't able to continue to go further down despite the aggressive order inflow in the market.
Yeah.
So I'm short, but in a very small size of the position, and I will be looking forward for the price to break approximately 58.3 thousand before I'm going to add to my current running short.
Mm-hmm. Actually, I was short as well, and you can see both entries are on my chart right now. It's the 4-hour chart, and as you know, I'm a worst swing trader. And yesterday it was only, let me count how many points I was away to hit my take profit here. Only 118 points away from the take profit, and it went again back, but I was at break even. So it took me out and then went lower again. This was my terrible trade. It was not actually this long, it was still here only. So yeah, so you can see my higher time frame scale. So looking at the daily, I feel there is a lot of consolidation in this area. So I feel it will be really tough for price to even go for a pullback until we get good bull volume. So I'm not expecting that price will cross this level. I'm assuming that it will create a kind of range in this area, but go lower than going higher, or maybe again tapping this area, or where we call Jonathan's reload zone at this price level. So I feel it will just continue lower from here. But because we had, I think, this expansion, and as I said yesterday, that at the swing lows, I always like to take a look at the volume, bear volume. The bear volume was not a lot yesterday. After the sweep, it just went higher and for the retrace and tapped this key level again, which is the support level converting into resistance, came back, failed to close above, and again now trying to go lower. On the 1 hour, it is looking good. I think the best area for the short for the Bitcoin is at at this 1 a.m. candle in the 1 hour. So anything on gold, Anastasia? I mean, where you were short?
I was short down here on one of my CFDs account. Actually, the craziest thing happened to me. It's the first time in 10 years that something like this happened to me, and that's the reason I actually don't trade CFDs anymore, normally. So, like, I was trading gold, and actually it wasn't something else, but I'll show you in a second. Regarding gold, in a minute. So I was short here, but I got out on break even because the price came back afterwards and I didn't re-enter it again. So like when the price broke through the current monthly point of control and it broke below the dynamic level of the week here as well, from the reversal, if we place a volume profile over this rejection here, we're going to have the point of control, the value area high and the dynamic level at the same area approximately. So when the price broke the level of 39.80 to 39.85 on the futures close, I was expecting kind of the continuation to the downside until at least the value area low of this rejection towards 39.71, which didn't happen because the price reversed earlier, so it hit my break-even area. So I was expecting that if the price would break 39.70, I would continue to go, like I would re-enter short again because first of all, it's a value area low of this rejection. But secondly, if we look at the higher time frame, 4 hours here, so this was the plan, right? The closure below 39.70 and then continuation towards 3900 zone. So it's anywhere between 38.65 and 3900. So here into this area, when the price was previously trading within this zone before the breakthrough, we had a rotation. So we place the volume profile over this rotation. We're going to have the value area high 39.17, value area low 38.62 with a point of control at 38.91. We had a rejection already before. So when the price came back to it, when the price came back to the value area low of the previous rejection here, I was expecting the price to return towards the area of 3900s again. So this was my plan overall. When we break through this rotation, value area low, but the price never did. So I never re-entered my short after all. Where did you short it again?
Oh, it was on this range. Let me show you. Not this one. It was actually, I actually missed this shot. So I was short in this leg on the 1 minute. Yeah. So this trade was something like this. And if I share, let me share the screenshot which I always take. Because if I run my software, I think my stream will lag. That's what I found. So yeah. Oh, not this one. Wait. Okay, so I think I accidentally took the screenshot of gold. Trading view. No, not this one. I think I have to. I'll find it and show you guys tomorrow. But at this price level, there was a lot of, sellers, aggressive sellers in the delta profile. Like if some of you don't really are comfortable using the footprint chart, just to have a quick look, you can use delta profile. So we had real aggressive sellers coming in this area, and I saw a lot of bull volume coming in at this price level, but there was no follow through. There was very aggressive buying in buyer imbalance at this price level. No further closing higher, and a bearish candle. I went in, and it went exactly at the high volume node we had at this price level. I think I'll show you guys with motive. So yeah, Anastasia, this was my shot, not this one. This was my shot on the 1 minute. And then it went much more, it went high. Like the entire range today on the gold is really good. I like the trade range on in the 1 minute. And this is absolutely, it's just a dream for me to catch an entire move. I'm still trying to be a 1:3 or 4 trader in terms of risk to reward, but let's see when I can get out of this base hits. Schoolboys, hey Ayush, I won a giveaway on June 17 and haven't received it up to now. What's going on with that? What you can do, Schoolboy Moses, you can reach out to me on the Discord and send me a friend request. I'll check, and please send me your email in the DM, not in the Discord channel, and I'll look into it if your email is in the list or not. Don't worry. Hello, Zami. We have the mod here. Good morning. Good morning. So yeah, this was a trade. I think I feel Telegram is very itchy for me, and let me go back to Motivate. I can't stare at Japanese candlesticks every day. It feels like a blank paper to me. No data. We have 15 people watching. Let's see how many likes do we have. And today's target, yesterday we had 20. Unfortunately, it was not fulfilled. But today, what should be the target, Anastasia?
At least 25. I think not less than 25. We are aiming for. What do you think?
Yeah, 25. Good. 25 sounds good.
So you're not trading today at all anymore. Do you have one trade per account per day, or do you have
multiple accounts?
Multiple accounts.
Yeah.
But you take the same exact trade on multiple accounts.
Yeah, same trade on all the accounts. If I go red, I go red on every single account.
Yeah, I understand.
Wait, let me share this screen. Yeah. Yeah, now it feels good. Oh shit. Oh yeah. So I think I don't know. There is no feature on Motivate to go back in time and use the tools. And even if they have, maybe I don't know about it. But the trade was at this price level. You can see it's just 2 5-minute candle, and that's exactly how I trade in the future side, which many people might understand if they trade NQ. And I have seen very few traders trading gold on 1 minute, but yeah, I think I have that habit of trading 1 minute because of NQ, so I'm pretty much comfortable. So I just need one beautiful candle of 5 minutes or 2, and that really helps me every single day. So yeah. But looking at this, actually we explained you guys that when price is going out of the range, it will target another range. But to be safe, I target the swing low of the range to be safe, just to book my profits. So this would have been the take profit if I would go long somewhere around here, and this would have been the profit target. Because range, that's what I learned before the volume profile. I saw market always goes back to the range where there is a fair value. And the same concept I learned while using volume profile. That's why I'm really comfortable trading with the candles and the profile and stuff. Nothing is new, and I felt more comfortable because here we have more data, like LVN and the HVN gives more data which Japanese candlesticks alone does not. And to be honest, if I spend more time on the Japanese candle chart, I feel like I am new to market. I don't know what's happening. That's what happens. Like I don't know where the next station is. Maybe that's something my Anastasia might be feeling on the trading view with nothing, the blank chart.
My trading view, I have volumes, but actually it's funny story because I usually sometimes compare like volumes on trading view from the CFDs and volumes on futures because it shows slightly different volumes sometimes, slightly in different places. And then sometimes it helps you to identify the volume levels that otherwise you wouldn't see. So although the tick volume is not 100% reliable, right, for the specific like kind of precise execution, it does help me to sometimes determine the level of rejections that otherwise I would completely miss. So I do compare them, and it's a volume if it's in a different place. I do ask myself the question, which kind of volume was there? So what was trading there before? And I try to find the correlation with the futures market as well. So I try to find the like relationship between the essentially futures and the CFDs. So yes and no, I would say,
Yeah.
And it's comfortable anyway because when you are on the go, what are you gonna use? You're gonna use TradingView.
Yeah, I mean, for people who are just getting started and just getting their hands on the volume profile and stuff, they can use the trading view, and then eventually they have to look for some pro software to upgrade.
Yeah, of course.
And like you guys can see her interface in the chart, like she is using ATAS, and I feel ATAS is the only jackbag software where you find heat map, you find candle zoom out feature, which is really annoying if you are on a different platform, I mean software, and you zoom out your footprint chart and it looks shit. It will just get clustered. But in the ATAS, it actually turns to Japanese candle. If you zoom in, you will have footprint. That is really, I mean, you
can actually turn this feature off because not everyone likes it.
Yeah.
But you can, yes. If you zoom in, you will be able to see, for example, where the point of control of this candle is. Although it's 30 minutes, it's still kind of comfortable to see where the majority of the volume was trading and where is the candle closing compared to this volume, above or below, to see the current bias within the last like 30 minutes to an hour. But then, if you zoom out, you will see a normal candle.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we have a question that Horjak is asking. What's the biggest mistake you see traders make when attempting a prop challenge? So I feel trading prop account as a prop account, not seeing it treating as a live account. That's my take on the prop, because my focus is heavily on the ROI and stuff. So I trade my evals like babies, even though it takes 10 days to pass. Because at the end of the day, it totally depends on like how much is left in your wallet, not just the aggressive playing and stuff. So you can play. I do play aggressive. It depends on how much I'm getting paid from the prop. It depends on the payout and the percentage I'd like to invest. But the game is totally different in the live account. I actually started sweating when I got many payouts from props. And suddenly a prop shifted me to live, and I was like, "Oh no, I can't do it." It's real money. Even if I lose $50, I was like, "Oh, $50 loss." Prop is different, but now I'm adapting that environment because every single firm out there is shifting traders to live in the future space, which was not there in the 2021 and 2022 when people were really making a lot of money, sim farming a lot of firms using 10 accounts, 5 accounts, and there was no payout cap and stuff. But now the space is really evolving, and you have no option but to get used to with the live trading stuff. So you have to keep in mind that even though you are a sim trader today, somewhere if the firm thinks that you are really consistent trading with the firm and you can actually maintain the capital, they will shift you to live. So my approach is don't treat prop accounts like shit. actually pay respect and treat it like your real account, which will help you to survive and your trading live account. That's my take on the prop challenge.
That's actually a very good point, because sometimes people try to pass like multiple accounts at the same time, for example, because they treat it like a prop.
Yeah.
They try to accumulate, a lot of capital at once, which is not like necessarily the issue. The issue is that they try to flip it and to use more luck factor than the actual strategy, for example. Of course, it's going to backfire afterwards, because you train yourself to treat the account differently.
Yeah.
And you can do yourself as much as you want to. That's it's just the challenge. And then when it's live, I'm gonna trade differently. But you're not gonna trade differently. You're gonna trade exactly like when you were passing the evaluation.
Yeah.
It's gonna be exactly the same.
And like, imagine someone like a newbie trying to pass an evaluation. Maybe he or she aggressively pass the account and be happy for their time, but when it comes to the maintaining the account, will ruin the mindset or maybe lower your confidence, because you don't have enough data. You have no data that how to pass an account. So it was just luck which helped you to pass your account, but now you have to maintain the account and get a payout. That will be more stressful if you do make some losses. So it's like, if no data, whatever in evaluation or on the live, nothing's gonna really help you with trading.
Yeah, that's 100%. Yeah. And also, it's the problem is prop that people feel always like they can buy another one.
Yeah.
So they always feel like, oh, it's not a big deal because I'm just going to get another account.
Yeah.
But like this, you will never actually become a real trader afterwards. And it's a consistently profitable trader after a while.
Yeah.
Because you will always feel like you can blow this one and fund another one and get another account and another.
Yeah.
Now, I've heard one thing that changed like a lot for my trading, for example, like a long time ago, is that how was it exactly? Let me just put it into words. 1 second, my inner translator is not working. It's lagging. Yeah, it's lagging, sorry. I was trying to say something really beautiful and
maybe
then
reload. Maybe reload a bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna reload after some normal sleep probably. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, I was forgot what I was trying to say. It's a 4 hour sleep on average.
Oh, that was a downfall, from 11 to 4.
Yeah, that was a lucky day, to be fairly honest.
I wanted to ask you the recipe of that 11-hour sleep. I have never slept 11
You
hours.
just sleep 4 hours on a night or 5 hours a night for 5 weeks.
Yeah.
In a row, and then you're gonna knock out for 11 probably. Chances are that you will. Yeah, but anyway, when you trade when you trade a prop account, you're gonna treat it exactly like account after a while. And if the prop account could, for example, disappear tomorrow, and you will need to find your own account. Let's say you found account with $500. It's pretty much the same. I know there. I thought I got the thought back. It connected again to the satellite. Here we go. I found the connection. So basically, if you count the amount of money that you spent on the prop accounts, it's going to be an insane amount of money probably.
Yeah.
And the problem is that we actually don't count it, and we don't see trading as a business. A lot of people subconsciously, without even realizing, see it as a lucky factor. So one time they're going to get lucky, they're going to get a big payout a couple of times, and they're going to change their lives. Well, first of all, a little reality check is not going to change your life. Even if you would get right now a 50K or 100K payout, most likely this money is going to be gone very fast, and it's going to change your life forever. That's first of all. You will have to do something with it in order to change your life, But secondly, trading needs to be treated as a business because it needs to be paying you. So in the end of the year, you need to be quite positive in the P&L if it comes to trading. Because, okay, first year, let's say you're learning and you're starting. The second year, let's say you're learning and you're starting. But after a while, and you need to determine what this while is, it needs to start paying you, because otherwise, what are you actually doing? You would rather, for example, invest in S&P 500 index and just hold it in the stock market, and would be more profitable without spending so much time and effort on something that is bringing you losses.
Yeah.
So if you treat trading as a business, then if imagining you're opening the physical business somewhere, you're opening a store or something else, you would be unlikely to continue this business if this would be bringing you only losses. So if the end of the year, 1 year, second year, third financial year, if you even survive to the third financial year in the first place, you would be in the negative, you would close the store and you would try something else. With trading, people don't see it this way because they think that without changing anything, one of the next days, so they're just like one payout away from completely different life. You're not one payout away from completely different life. You are discipline away from completely different life. You are strategy check away from like completely different life. Your consistency, time, and so on. It's not going to be one payout.
Yeah.
But people keep bloating their accounts, keep investing more, keep buying more, hoping that one time is going to change. It's not going to change. So if in the end of the first year, second year, you are in the negative, then you need to do something about it urgently, because your business is bringing you all losses. Like, it's negative business.
Yeah.
The business is a loss, It's the same as you would be. But besides, the only factor that you could invest this money in S&P and be in a profit by the end of the year, you could also spend the time that you are spending on something else and earn more money on top of it. So you would be hugely in profit compared to where you are right now. So I agree with you completely that you need, like, people's problem is that they treat it as not as a live account, but as a challenge, like completely different.
Yeah.
And also, I think there's a second problem, and that would be my answer to this question, is that we don't treat it as a business when we first started. We treat it like as more as a luck factor. We treat it like, fake it until you make it. Well, you can't really fake the trading until you make it, because trading is going to be the first mirror. We can lie ourselves, but with numbers I'm not going to lie. So, it's like you need to change something if it's not working.
Yeah. And I think trading is the only, space which is very easy to enter, Just deposit your money in a broker and try to think that you can trade. Not like a physical business, and you have to find a place, you have to manage the expenses and stuff like that, and then you are calculating stuff. But in trading, you realize after years that, okay, this shit is actually very tough. It's not like depositing money, and so the entry in this community is really easy.
Yeah.
You just have to swipe your card and you are a trader. No. It will suck your blood before you become a trader. That's for sure. And to maintain it for years, I think for males out there, make sure to take care of your hairs. You might start losing it. I'm sharing my experience. So just take care of your hair.
This meme, right? Wait, I'll pull it out. I have it somewhere.
Imagine we explained his question, I think for maybe 20 minutes, and Torjak is asking to Luna, how are you, in the chat?
Because Luna just joined.
Yeah. You gotta focus, man. There's no focus. You're asking how are you, and we are explaining your question.
Wait, this is it. This one.
Yeah, exactly.
What you mean?
Yeah. 25 feel great.
You've never seen this?
Yeah, I've seen that in the X. Yeah.
It's still it never loses charm. This way. Yeah, it's crazy.
My younger brother also wanted to become a trader, and I was like, no, bro. In one house, two sad souls in a house would not look good, So we could do something else.
There is a space only for one crazy one.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh god. So crypto 766 is saying when I first started, I was concerned about losing $50 on the trade. I would close out too early. Same story for everyone. Crypto 7376.
I mean,
JC.
it's about. I think it's about the amount of money that is going to be affecting your life. So you are not getting attached to the amount, you are getting attached to what it can do, to the meaning of it in your life. What can you get for like this $50, $100, $15, doesn't really matter.
Yeah.
But people are getting worried, like not because it's a specific amount, but because this amount has a meaning for us at this period of our lives. So it can be 50, it can be 100, it can be 5,000. It depends, you know. We don't really, it's not the tolerance increase in a risk matter. It's you just increase the life level, the amount of spendings, and then obviously this amount that you are ready to risk on your trading account also increases.
Yeah.
But that's also another problem, I think, for traders. It's another answer to this question that we had earlier, is that people tend to buy too big accounts because they used to trade, let's say, with like a $500, imagine, and then they suddenly purchase the account of 100K where the drawdown is, let's say, 5, 6, 7,000. So you're technically, okay, you're not technically trading 100K, but you are trading 5, 6, 7,000, which is at least 10 times bigger than the amount of money that you are used to trade with. What is going to happen? You're not going to be able to manage yourself and your risk correctly, because the amount of like P&L in a US dollars in equity is just going to blow your mind, right? Because you're going to be closing your trades early in profit, you're going to be overholding losses or closing losses too early without giving the price room. So many things, just because you're going to be scared of the amount of money that you see, both in profit and loss. It doesn't really affect only losing. So what really helps from my experience as well, and seeing how, you know, people just get started and how they operate in the market, is just choose the account which reflects the approximately the same amount of money that you're used to trading with live account, and then try to keep the same size of the position that you are taking until your risk tolerance increases, and then you can increase it slightly. Yeah. And then stay there again, because I've had, for example, students in the past when I was still teaching, is like the problem for many people was they hit X amount of money in their account, and from there it's a downfall. So like they increase their live account to like 15K, for example, and it's like magic. It's just, they just switch off, and from 15K it's a downfall. 15K, downfall. Perfect performance, 15K, downfall. Because this 15K was like a ceiling in their head, and it meant something. It had the connection, you know, psychological connection, emotional connection. So like instead of trying to break through it, that doesn't mean that you're gonna always stay there, but instead of trying to break through it, you need to give yourself time to get used to this. Like get like, I don't know, 12, 13, withdraw if it's 15. Yeah. Get there, withdraw. Also start feeling this money. Don't only spend it on like live account, but start feeling like that you have this money and how it can affect your life for the better, because then you will be more careful next time when you trade. You will think, okay, I'm not gonna blow it because it actually makes my life better. There are so many things I can talk about this kind of like for the next 3 hours actually, no matter.
Yeah.
So it's like because I'm not gonna stop.
And I also feel like, you know, it's really important to understand the relation between you and the platform as well, because as you have seen my, you know, risk to reward in the futures, that the crypto as well, it's 1:1. So for me, it's really tough to get a payout in a week or two. It actually takes 3 or 4 weeks or maybe a month to get paid. So like I'm okay getting myself paid after a month, because I know that my trading style is different, even though it all matters is I'm getting paid or not at the end of the month as a salary, as an athlete performing in a market, and that's the reward I get. If I perform shit, I'm gonna get nothing. So it's like it's on your ability to perform. Like if there are traders, I've seen traders with the good risk to reward, with the good win rate, they they pull out immense amount of payouts in the prop space. But for me, it's like monthly payout check from the prop firm, and I'm really comfortable doing that because I treat my job as a job, not as a business. Like I don't behave like, oh, I'm a boss here. No, I work like an employee when I'm trading in the chart, because I know it's if I lose my control over my ego and stuff, or maybe I take a loss, I'm gonna ruin my entire portfolio. I'm gonna burn every single thing.
Yeah.
And so, like, especially if you're in a country where the foreign markets are banned, you have no option but to treat prop firms like live accounts.
Yeah, I agree.
And we have 23 people watching. Let's see how many likes we have. Okay. We have 70 likes. A few more to go for the giveaway. Schoolboy Moses is actually
asking if I have a presentation today. No, guys, the presentation is tomorrow regarding volume and on the phone.
You are early, but not late as well.
That's good. Better early than late.
Yeah. Oh, Thorjack is throwing another question. I have a question in my mind. What belief you hold today that your past self would disagree with? That's a tough question, and I have to think. I have to process my brain for that. Anastasiia, can you please answer this one?
Regarding trading, when I first started, for example, I did believe that in a couple of years I will be so far, obviously. If I look at when I was starting to where I was expecting myself to be, it was completely different, from the reality. And the belief was that if I, how to form this belief correctly, is like if I expect the big results are going to happen. Well, in trading, however cliche it sounds, the results come after the process. So if you focus on results, the paradox of this is, and the irony is that it's going to take you longer to get the results if you focus on the results. And if you stop focusing on the results and you focus on the process, on one trade a day, on executing your strategy correctly, your results are going to be better and faster than what you've expected. So that's a belief that it's now completely different. I don't, obviously, if I look back 10 years ago, I don't believe anymore that if you focus on big results in trading, you're gonna get them. You need to focus on the process. And it's very tight line between this and there is obviously if you want more in life, you have big goals, big dreams and so on, that's different. But in trading, you can have big goals, big dreams and so on and keep them in mind. But what's gonna matter and determine if you're gonna get there and how fast is actually if you will be able to focus on what is in between this. Not keeping in mind constantly every single day the final outcome that you want. Because the outcome every single day is going to be completely different.
Amazing. I mean,
what's that?
Yeah, sorry.
What is this for you?
I mean, to be honest, I actually agree. I think trading is a kind of profession where you don't have time to even look back. Sometime I look at the things which I do today, I could have never imagined that I would be something like this today. It's all every single day is just hunting for getting 1% better every single day. So it's like all started with the affiliate marketing and stuff. I thought I'll become the biggest affiliate marketer and then in the drop shipper and stuff like that. I made a couple of dollars there as well, that what funded my trading journey. But I in 2019, I was searching on the internet what are prop firms. I never imagined that I'm searching what a prop firm is, and after some years, I would be working with one. I still can't. I don't have that dots. It's just like, okay, I look back and it's like, oh shit, I have some responsibility now. It was different. Now it's totally like. So yeah, I think I'll share a story sometime when we'll have time, but people treats you really differently when you actually tell them what you do for a living, especially strangers. I don't know. I had really good experience using. I don't do this every single day, at every single place, but when someone is really logged in, knowing what we do, and then I realized that, sometimes I don't believe that what I'm actually doing. It's a dream for me. There was a time when there was not a table for me to trade. I mean, there was no trading setup. And every single day I wake up and look at my setup, I feel so lucky that, okay, I at least have this, what was the word? The privilege to experience something like this, building stuff. And sometimes I can't really believe the shit. I don't know. It feels like a dream. Because there's not enough time to count how much damage it did and stuff. There's always looking forward. There's no scratch. I don't care. I don't know. Looking forward. I don't know what happened. And then someone asks this kind of question. I really have to take time, to process it.
Yeah. Well, as long as I think as long as we'll at least learn from the lessons before we're moving forward, that's what matters.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes you forget that's where you are right now.
Yeah.
Because this like thing with goals is a tricky part about it. When you are overachiever, it moves.
Yeah.
So you were here, and then you get here, and you're like, okay, but it can be a little better. And you can never catch up with where you actually want to be, because every time you visit, you want to be somewhere else. You want to do even better. You want to do more. You want to achieve more. You want to be more, and so on. And sometimes it's really good to remind ourselves that where we are right now is a place where us from 3-5 years ago was actually dreaming to be.
Yeah.
In this place. So it's good to have a quick check with how far you've come actually. You said that people treat you differently when you say what you do for a living. How different? What's your...
So it actually happened in the gym. I was working out, and there was a guy I was looking at I actually wore a hoodie of Tradeify, and I kept it aside. I mean, I was not even wearing it because I was doing some chest workout. So he looked at the hoodie and said, what's that? And he asked me what do you do for a living and stuff. I said, I am a trader and I work for a company, and he wanted to know what the prop thing is, and he ate my head for at least 30 minutes, interrupted my workout, but I actually enjoyed explaining him. And every single day, he would ask me to work out with me just because I am doing something which is really interesting, and he never knew that there's a thing which provides capital to trader to test their skill in the market and stuff. So he's amazed that there is something like that, because he is older than me, and he don't know that something like this is in the market. So I said, I think go search Tradeify and buy an account. Don't forget to use the code. So I did little advertising and stuff in the gym, but I really enjoyed it. And it started spreading in the gym, and people want to know how to do it and stuff. Can you give me a call? But how can I explain them that I trade only 2 5-minute candles every single day? How can I give you a call? They be like, can you give me a signal, something like that? I was like, no, bro, that's not possible. I mean, I think if it goes in the red, are you going to take it? He said no. So that's exactly my point is, I don't win every single day. So it actually went from. That's why every single time I remind myself not to tell it, or I have to explain every single thing, which is really tough to explain to non-traders, or maybe someone who is trading live capital maybe don't know there's something called performance shit. So yeah, it's better to keep quiet for me many times.
But they treat you different in a good sense.
Yeah. Unless until I say it so, not till they know, you know.
Okay.
That's selfish. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay. Schoolboy is throwing a lot, you know. It's just 2-3 line questions.
It's like, for me, if people find out, first of all, no one ever guesses, of course.
Yeah.
Like before, I was just telling that I do trading. Now, before, when people ask what do, I said, do you want to guess? So I'm really enjoying this part. Like, I'm always so curious, I'm really enjoying all the ideas people have. It doesn't go far, actually. They have a limited list of ideas, in a matter of fact. Mm-hmm. I know approximately the choice from which you're going to choose one of the options. But no one obviously ever guesses. But when they do find out, it changes, of course, their opinion. But it's different when people don't trade and when people try it.
Yeah.
Because when they also find out the amount of years that you've been in the market and that you're not just starting, they kind of like, if it's a beginner trader, someone who just starts, they want like your help and your advice. But here is a problem. The questions that you receive mostly, like I receive mostly, is that what's the secret of your strategy? You understand, right? There is no answer for this question.
Yeah.
It's like when the person asks me this question, I know already, like they are approximately 1,000 light years away from being a pro player, because they didn't get to the point of understanding that the problem is not the strategy, that you can flip a coin today if you want to, and like by the right statistics and the risk to reward and emotional management, you will make it profitable somewhere at a period of time. So like, no, and I don't want to be rude, but I've got no answer for this question.
So I actually, play around when someone asks something like that. I know something, but I can't tell you, or they'll kill me.
Yeah, it's a nice answer.
That is something ICT says on the live. If I'll tell you the enigma, then they'll take me away. So.
Maybe I should start answering this question as well, like this. Or like, give one advice. Yeah, sure. It's like, it's a little better question.
Yeah.
But it's also like, it's like such a variety. Like because if I really want to help and not give an answer to just like, what, I did it, so let's leave me alone. If I want to help, it's like, I need to know at least something about your problem. So is your problem the strategy, or do you have it and the problem is somewhere else? And the mental approach, psychologically, emotions, statistics, anything, So it's like, I can give an advice, but if you're like asking for the purpose of asking, then better not start the question, because if you're asking for someone to actually help you with an advice, if people ask you, Ayush, then they need to give you like some kind of information about where they are currently, so you can actually see it and like approximately at least.
But they think that they can hop on our back and we can carry them around and make them money. That's what really I think. Someone asked me that why don't I have any friends? I actually don't, because when I think I was 16 and 17, I realized that I'm a kind of person who is not really happy with the current environment I have in my city, or I can say in my state. I actually want to just look out of their well, So there was 0 people who wanted to invest or maybe throw their money to test things in the business. And I was doing the drop shipping and stuff. I said my friend that, okay, we need 50,000 rupees to test this thing. And so he's like, no, I don't have. And when I started doing it, and he'd be like, oh, can you help me? I was like, bro, you were not there when I asked you for the help. I mean, if you want, you can pay me some money. I can teach you. and I'll take the guarantee that you will get orders to the Facebook ads and stuff. Or it's 100% guarantee refund. That kind of thing I was doing. I actually made some money with some people, but not with my friend, because he said, no, I don't believe you. And so exactly, you have your answer, you can go.
Yeah.
Simple. That's the thing. It's like zero support, but when you win, oh, can you please teach me? Yeah, I can. Can you pay? Can you wait 4 years? No? Then yeah, continue while what you are doing already. That's how I talk with my people. Sorry.
No, but it's fair, you know. It's fair. It's like
Schoolboy was
people who are ready to get, like, you know, to get what they actually want to get and not just say that they want it.
Yeah.
Are the people who understand their amount, or at least they don't maybe understand, because no one is ready. None of us is ready for the amount of actual work that it's going to take.
Yeah.
But at least they understand that it's going to take hard work before they get there.
Yeah.
You know, and it's not someone who will just give an advice, and then it's going to be solved. But it's going to take a lot of work, a lot of repetition, a lot of failure before you're going to get somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, eventually the circle is going to get filtered out with time when you do something, or maybe chasing something different from what people are normally comfortable.
Yeah. But talking about the charts, my Bitcoin small position on short is actually going in profit, but it's not more about the profit. It's more about the fact that I'm actually looking for adding more when the price breaks 58, 200, 58, 150 level. So until this is broken, I'm not gonna add more volume to the short-term position. But if we do break below, and if the price is able to close below, so the 30-minute candle at least it can close below the zone, I'm gonna add more to the short position. Why? Because as we can see, the price stopped into this area multiple times. We had multiple attempts to break it, which failed every single time. So liquidity is like the buyers stepped in, they pushed the price higher. They collected liquidity here about 57,800, pushed higher again above the previous high, collecting on all the stop losses. And now we are going backwards. So if we can close and hold below 58,200, which would be for me the sign that the market is accepting the lower prices now of Bitcoin, I would add more to my short.
Yeah. So like you are holding it, I think from 2-3 days, the same short.
Now from yesterday, because I had short from Monday, but it had break even 2 times. It's not reflected anymore because it was Monday and Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Monday, yeah, 2 times Monday. So now it's a bad entry point, but it's such a small size of the position, fairly honest, that I'm gonna keep it to add more afterwards when the price goes back.
Yeah. And I remember someone said in the chat about deep charts that it is a good platform. I don't know. I don't find myself comfortable there. I mean, it's little tough. Maybe, to be honest, it's a little. I mean, they need to improve things. They are trying to be at us, but I think there is some work to be done. I don't know. I think it's also very expensive. You know, there is no monthly entry just to even test the platform or it's work or not. But I actually wasted $300 something, and it is not working well. You can give it a try. It's just my opinion.
I'm not gonna say anything because they are my friends.
Shit. You could have said it before, but
No, I'm not saying it.
Okay. No.
Guys, I love you.
I never said. I love deep charts.
I
love deep charts.
Deep charts.
Deep charts is best. Try it if you want code. I'll give you the code.
It's just realistically, it's just very difficult to create such a complex platform in a short period of time. So when the new platform obviously is created, it takes time to develop it.
Yeah.
You know, if you had longer time and many years to create certain things, it's gonna be like more easier to like on the roll to add more things and make it more user friendly in some ways and so on. When it's like such a complex task for the beginning, it just takes some time. It's not an easy job to create a platform like this, and it's a lot of competition as well in the market. It's really a lot of competition now. It's like an order flow platforms, a lot.
Oh, wait. You said friends, so you know Fabio Valentini,
Yeah.
the OG Fabio Valentini. Can you say hi?
Fabio is a great guy. Fabio is a great guy.
I mean, can you say hi from my side?
We'll pass the greetings. Yeah.
Yeah, I really appreciate that. I mean, I actually watch his videos. They are really good on YouTube.
They're really good at first. They're really good. Andrea and Fabio, they're creating a very good order flow content. Amazing.
Yeah.
It's such a really high quality education, to be honest, on order flow and the volume.
Shit, I can't. Oh my god. Actually, I'm a fan of Fabio in terms of order flow.
We're gonna erase a part about the platform, and we will leave only this.
I'm controlling myself, right now.
No, they're really good. They're very amazing what they do.
Okay, we hit the like target, and what the keyword they should write for the giveaway, Anastasia?
Is order flow too complex?
Order flow, that's a really big one. Yeah, write it. Order flow complex.
Yeah, no, that's order flow.
Oh, order flow.
I'm saying, is it just too complex, like order flow itself? No, it's okay, right?
Yeah.
You guys write order flow in the chat.
Anyway, I'm going to use the AI, so it's okay. Not twice. Please don't spam. You can spam likes, but not the keyword.
Yeah.
Why not use trading plus chain by hex? Trading plus chain is I don't get it.
Ayush, I'm a little in a little difficult environment today. Just give me 1 minute. I'm gonna connect to the charger and rejoin.
No problem.
1 minute.
Okay, so I'm actually taking screenshots of the people who wrote order flow. Yeah. We have many people spamming it. Yeah, good. Keep doing that. Keep let the likes. So if we hit let's say 40 likes, we will do another one. The next target for the stream. 25 is already done. The next one is 40. Do you think 40 is fair, Roman? It is, right? 30. Oh yeah, Roman is being nice to you guys. He said 35. 35 likes for the second giveaway, not the 40. Okay. I think the Batman duck will win. We'll see that. We'll see that many times. A normal, maybe simpler duck wins, or maybe a duck with a really unique costume. Keep it coming. We have still 2 minutes before I take out the list. And I see a lot of new names. Make sure to give us a subscribe because we are very close to 2,000 subscribers. Make sure that the white button which used to be red is clicked, and the bell icon, because we upload a lot of content out there on our channel, which is 100% going to help you to shape your trading if you are someone very new to markets. We can hit 40 not because JSuP is here, the bot. Come on, JSuP is absent for many. Oh, he's here. Oh no, he's here. And another one is here, which is Jonathan. I can't hear anything if Sensei is saying anything. Maybe it's mine. Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted. How are you guys doing?
Absolutely fine.
I am good.
Slice of bread, nice name. Low spicy ribs. Oh shit.
Someone, my neighbor's mowing the lawn, and it sounds like he's mowing like mountain. Like he's gonna kill that lawnmower. What is he doing? Wait, I gotta see this. Let me get this little spaceship higher so I can get a better view. He got the window here.
I like it. So I'm gonna, this is the last name. I'm gonna extract all the names. We are, give me a few minutes and the duck race will be ready.
All right, it's the 1st of July. What does that mean? You know what that means?
No.
It's the first day of the month. It's a new month.
Thank you so much.
It means we have an NFT on Friday.
It means what?
It
means we have an NFT on Friday.
Oh, we got NFP on Friday?
Yeah, we have an NFT on Friday.
Ooh, it's NFP the first Friday of the month.
Yeah, that's the first Friday of the month. Today is Wednesday. It's the 1st of July.
Nice. NFP Friday. Good stuff. I'm hoping we're gonna do some streams in the future around NFP Friday. See how it's always interesting to see how if you can trade it live.
Yeah. That's gambling.
Nah, it's not gambling. I mean, you can trade it. You just gotta know how to trade it and make sure you're not, risking too much in case you get a lot of slippage. But you can definitely trade NFP.
We can bring something interesting, like a concept for the next month, Jonathan. I had sessions in the past which were called NFP. I don't know how good
That's
it is.
very nice. I like that.
I don't know how compliance is going to be appreciating the ID, but I had a session called NFP. I was going live every single first Friday of the month, and it was like a quick check before, like preparations, positions placed, like limit, for example, orders, or if there was no possibility to manage like limit orders, and during the NFP we were trading like quick scalps, and that was actually quite good.
Yeah, I mean, I'm of the. I mean, I think you can trade anything, right? You can trade anything, any event you can trade. If you're watching it, on the lower time frames and you see some type of structure or momentum going one way, I think it's definitely tradable.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's do
You're
the race.
just cooking something here.
Yeah. So let the race begin. Okay, so
Right, let's go.
First one is not gonna win. Let's see who is the first one. The 367622 guy. I'm sorry, you're not gonna win. That's my analysis on the duck race. To participate again, we need 35 likes so we can do the another race. Is it lag? Okay, it is lagging from my side. So
What happens if Roman wins?
he'll get an account.
Okay. Okay. That's what it's all about, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's the green the JSUP? I don't think so.
Oh my god, is that guy gonna win an account? Didn't we ban him? Oh, good, he's not gonna win an account.
We probably ban him on this one.
Oh, dang. Crypto 7366. Good name.
Didn't this guy just win an account? Not like yesterday, or someday before. Nah, he had a question. Nah, he actually had a good question. Yeah, you deserve that account. You deserve that account, you little pink duck.
Make sure to add your email to your YouTube description, and you'll get your account soon. Congratulations, you won 5K two-step account. Make sure.
Someone in the chat saying, "Hey, I was second." Yet there's no prize to coming second. It's second at Tradeify Crypto. You come in second spot. Same thing is coming last. We only care about winners here. Winning mindset. Number one. Everything that cares. There's no participation trophies here. Do I get a prize for last?
Like, it's not okay to be okay with losing. It's only okay to lose if you win.
Yep. That's what it is. We got gold here. We got gold with a little bit of a bullish divergence on RSI here in the daily. Apologize for the sound in the background. They're still doing the renovations. I think they're building a staircase or something in the front of the house. So gold here is interesting. We have Kevin Walsh speaking. Maybe he already spoke, but in Sintra in Portugal, they are having a a meeting of central bankers around the world. And let me see if he has already spoken. Unsure if it's maybe happening now. Let me go over to Bloomberg. When we're not live, I highly recommend checking Bloomberg Live if you want to get an update on the current situations around the world. 10,000 viewers on Bloomberg right now, which means someone important is speaking. Right now we have ECB President Lagarde speaking. So I don't think her comments are probably not what people are going to be watching mostly. I think people are going to be very interested in what Kevin Walsh is going to say, because this is going to be his first public appearance after becoming Fed chair, and he's speaking right now. So you got Lagarde and Kevin Walsh on stage right now. And what's interesting about this is the fact that he's getting interviewed, right? So in the FOMC press conference, he could have, he said whatever he wanted, and then he got questions from the press. But here you have actually other central bankers, asking him questions and speaking on the same stage, which might tell us a little bit about if he is going to be defending central bank independence or not. I think the other central bankers are going to be very interested in that, because as you guys know, Kevin Walsh got appointed by Trump, and Trump basically said, get rid of Powell. Too late, Powell. Powell's an idiot. Basically, that's what he said, because he's not lowering rates. So here's my guy, Kevin Walsh. He's going to come in and he's terrific, He's going to lower the rates. And then if Kevin Walsh would actually come on and lower the rates, then people would be panicking, because then the independence of the central bank would be instantly eroded. So I have no idea what he's saying. I'm going to try to read his lips. I like Bitcoin here. Bitcoin's good here. Might want to be buying some Bitcoin here. Add it to our portfolio. Add some, I'm going to call up Trump, ask him what is he doing? Why isn't Bitcoin pumping? Let me see. Is Bitcoin pumping in these comments? Kinda. Look at the 1 minute. I mean, look at that.
Yeah, but look,
it is pumping.
Is it really pumping?
Yeah. Pretty good.
She's charging.
So we got Andrew Bailey, governor of Bank of England. We got the ECB president Lagarde, and high interest rate Kevin Walsh on stage. Let me see if that can potentially move the markets. I don't think it's going to be one of those market moving events where you have, you know, insane price action like what you have on, you know, FOMC and NFP and things like that. But it's definitely interesting. If we look at the 4 hour here on the dollar, we do see a relatively big move to the upside on the dollar, which pretty much started at the time of this speech. So most likely what Kevin Walsh is doing is cementing the idea that he wants to focus on inflation. Because correct me if I'm wrong, and I'm sure Anastasiia you know this, but I think the US Federal Reserve is the only central bank that actually has that dual mandate to look at the jobs market and inflation, and all the other central banks, they only look at inflation, right?
Yeah.
Which so Kevin Walsh now
they take into account mostly the PC numbers, and overall obviously like statistics, but they mostly take into account the PC and the CPI.
Yeah, that's their preferred inflation number, right? Because it strips out the, I don't know, it strips out the what is it, energy or something? Is that, no, that's core, isn't it?
That's a core. The core doesn't include energy, and it doesn't include food and the daily consumer stuff.
Right.
That's core.
But you know, when I look at the dollar here, what I see is, can I stop? Okay, so no. Nice. Well, actually, at least they're doing something, you know. You know, when I look at the dollar here, I see 102 as a critical level, of course, and I do see that we have a potential breakout here, long-term consolidation. We got a breakout here on the weekly on the dollar, and I think, you know, we're in a special situation right now, because when you look at the stock market, 20% of the S&P 500 is semiconductor stocks, like chip, AI stuff. Let me see if I can actually pull up a chart of that. I retweeted it on my X profile. I'll see if I can pull it up. It was something from bar chart. Okay, let me copy that one and paste it in here. This is from bar chart, and we see that the semiconductor weight in the S&P 500 since 1995. So from 1995, it went from around 2% till almost 20% today, while everything else have gone from around almost 100%, 99% down to 80%. So what we're seeing here is the bubble. This is the AI. This is the AI. Yeah, this is the AI bubble. Now, and it started, you know, of course it started like around 2015, but it really picked up pace. Like I think this would be like 2022, 2023, like right when AI, like the developments of AI started, and of course then accelerated when ChatGPT got released. And ever since ChatGPT got released, it has just gone crazy. So we're in a situation where the whole economy is basically held up by a circular investing scheme between Microsoft, you got Anthropic, Nvidia, OpenAI, and you got Google, Meta, and things like Oracle, and they're just, you know, investing money into each other's businesses and creating this idea that there's just a massive capex spending within the AI industry, and then building these massive data centers that's just, you know, creating a lot of demand, which I think there is demand. That there is something behind this. There is an actual use case. I do think AI has its place, just like internet obviously had its place after the dot-com bubble. But that was a bubble. And this is what a bubble looks like. And now we have the dollar breaking out. We have Bitcoin is being crushed, most likely because Bitcoin is a good lens into liquidity, global liquidity, and the availability of money within the economy, the normal economy that is outside the AI bubble. I'd like to look at Bitcoin as the normal people's, ordinary people's liquidity, availability of money outside the ultra rich, right? But then you look at the S&P 500. Where do we have the S&P 500? We got it. Is it gone? No, here it is. And you look at the S&P 500 on the weekly. I mean, sure, it's creating consolidation here at the top, but we had the same back in the beginning of the year, and we haven't the situation hasn't really changed that much since the beginning of the year. We might have a dip down, but overall, this is a very bullish market. But then remember, 20% of all of this S&P 500 is all in the AI market, and everything else is falling. So if you add an indicator called advanced decline line, so this is the advanced decline line. Now, it never created. Now, what is the advanced decline line? I can show you if we go into the settings of this. So I think this, hopefully, if I go into the code, you can probably see that it's taking information from these three tickers, which I believe is different sectors within the S&P 500. So it's looking at the how many stocks are advancing versus how many stocks are declining in the S&P 500. And what we see here is that ever since this top and this consolidation and that drop, we have not really created a new high, which means the majority of the stock market is not creating, it's not advancing. So we only have a small part of the actual stock market being the reason for this bull market. And we can look at another indicator, which is let me see what that is. Percentage above 200. Okay, so let me see if I can find. Let me see, percentage of stocks. Let me see if I can find it. Maybe Bar Chart has it. So I think you can go in and you can look at 5, so is it S5 PH? Right, so this one right here is the S&P 500 stocks above their 200-day moving average. Let me see if this makes sense. Does it make sense? Can't remember how to read this one, if I'm going to be honest. But I think it's at 60, so this means that 60% of the S&P 500 stocks is above the 200-day.
200.
Yeah, 200-day moving average. I guess that kind of makes sense. Yeah, that's not too bad. Because usually when it's below 50, which would be that line right here, if it would be below the 50 line and then still an uptrend, you would also see that half of the stock market is in a downtrend, and then the index is still creating higher high, or in an uptrend, which would be a divergence. But the ADL line here is relatively telling. So it's a difficult situation to be in as an investor as well, a long-term investor, because how do you plan for something like this if you know that you're probably in a bubble, So like if I Anastasia, if you were, let's say you're invested in the S&P 500, how would you handle that long term, given the current situation?
You know that there was a season of earnings just finished off, right? And they had actually one of the best years since 2020. Yeah, so far. So despite it's double, because not if you already holding it, it's like I would keep holding it. Whether is I would, in the current situation, looking at the fact that it is struggling to break higher right now, I would be cutting part of the risk if I would be already in profit by that time already when the price achieved the previous all-time highs, because we are ranging there, so it's having difficulties to go further up. So this is my S&P 500 chart now, if it's gonna allow me to shift it. But anyway, so we are approximately in the middle of this range, below the all-time highs. I wouldn't close it completely and completely cut my exposure, because despite the fact that it's having difficulties breaking through it, the AI is pushing the price higher. And also concerning Trump, like he will do everything he can for the stock market to continue to perform, because this is his leverage towards the people. Like you said also, that Bitcoin is a normal people money, but I also can, normally, if I'm thinking about this, I'm thinking that no matter the fact that majority of the people in US, they invest in the stock market since the first wage they ever get in their lives. So majority of their middle class in US, they are invested in the stock market. So it's not only Bitcoin, I think it's also the stock market of US that is impacting how normal people operate, like normal consumers as well. So I wouldn't necessarily cut the complete risk at the moment. I would be cutting the risk partially because the price has been difficulties, going further up. Now, if we do have, for example, the positive news from the geopolitics, you can always add more after all again and get more of S&P 500. So I wouldn't handle it much more difficult than I would be handling any other trade, to be fairly honest. Like I don't close it until it makes sense. But cut the risk. Don't just let it be there and hang and hope that it's not gonna reverse one day.
Yeah. So I mean, basically, you have the trend and it's strong, and economy is looking strong and everything is looking good. But the way I'm thinking is, there's no reason not to be invested. But when you are invested, I think it's a good time to really think about everything might break. And the issue I have with something like being invested in the S&P 500, what I do is if these lows would break, then I'm out of the market, and then we might go down here, and I'm going to be out of the market. Now, if that's a dip to be bought, I'll miss that one, right? I might only get back to the market maybe somewhere around here. But the whole idea for me is I want to make sure that I'm aligned with that primary trend, that high time frame trend, and as soon as it breaks, I want to, systematically just get out of the market, because this move, for example, was a little bit difficult because we broke that low, and considering what happened around this time, there were earnings report coming out and a lot of things coming out from the AI industry that was not looking very promising. And I can't remember if anything else happened here. But that was in April. That wasn't that the tariff, or was the tariff? No, the tariff was in April 2025, or was it this year? When was the tariff thing?
The tariffs last year.
Yeah.
Was that last year? Wow.
It was 1.5 years since he's in presidential office. So the tariffs
What?
were after the inauguration in February. February was inauguration. No, the January, yeah, and then he started the tariffs. February, April, May, March, April. Yeah,
He was prepared with the list.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I'm shocked that time is flies like that.
This was the Iranian war, the beginning.
I was all right. Okay.
April, I think. No, it was 14th of April, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Well, I'll check. But I'm pretty sure it's 14th of April.
Hey, I got a phone call. Give me a second. I'll be back in a bit.
No, it's actually the February, but in April they escalated it, I believe, on the 14th. Yeah. You know, if it comes to the long-term investment, it's like, okay, I would be approaching it slightly the same as any other trade that I would be holding. But if it comes to entering and exiting completely the position for the long term, I would be just looking at the macroeconomical aspects. Because the macroeconomy is going to be telling you that the data is going to be telling you some leading indicators if the price is likely, if the market is likely to break or not. You look at the earnings, you look at their inflation, you look at their housing market, you look at the spendings, you look at their durable goods orders. It's going to tell you approximately where we are. We are not in the risk on, we are not in the complete risk off, which means that basically brings me to exactly the same point. I wouldn't be completely cutting the position if I would be invested in S&P 500. But I wouldn't be necessarily adding more or holding the full risk at this moment because it's not clear enough. You know, so if you already invested, I would keep holding probably with a potentially cut a risk, not the full exposure. Doesn't mean that I would completely close it off because despite inflation, worries, and so on, interest rates and the Iranian war, and we kept going up. At the very current moment, unless nothing changes, there is not much reasoning why would the market completely collapse from one day to another. It feels always for us, I feel like when we analyze this kind of data, it feels like it can crash at any single moment, but it cannot crash at any single moment because it would have way too many consequences for the government and for the Federal Reserve of US. So they're going to do everything possible to keep the market alive and afloat to the certain degree, of course. They're not it's not broken completely. It feels sometimes but it's been, Jonathan, if you remember, we've been talking actually about this market crash for about 1.5 years right now, if not more. Probably 2, actually, because Trump wasn't, the Biden was still in summer 2 years ago. Biden was still a president. We were talking about this potential market crash. Still didn't happen.
Yeah, you're right.
So many things. We had the start of the war. We had oil prices sky high. We had the inflation sky high. But Trump, I don't like the guy. Very obvious.
I know. But I love him. That's okay. We're balanced.
Yeah, you cannot take away one thing that he said. High inflation means the development of the economy. No matter how you turn it, it's a problem between balancing to not lead it to the overall inflation. But if the inflation in the country is too low, it means that economical growth is not happening also. So it's like,
guys, sorry to interrupt, but I gotta jump off. I gotta run and pick up my kid, and then I'll jump on a Discord call. So everyone watching, I'll see you in the Discord in about 30 minutes. And Ayush and Anastasia, I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Right, take care.
Bye.
Okay. Yeah, so what I was saying, I'll finish quickly. The point is that, if we have a lower inflation in the country, it means economical growth is not happening at all. So it cannot be. So, yeah, I don't like the Trump. or Trump himself. Obviously, I don't like the fact that oil prices are sky high. If this is going to continue and oil is going to continue to go up to the point where it was in the beginning of the war, then of course it's not going to be good because it's going to affect massively, and we're going to see the effect of it only delayed. So we're really going to feel it only about 6 months to a year and a half later. But at the very moment right now, the way it is afloat. And the economy of United States keeps growing. So I wouldn't completely cut the exposure on the high-risk assets, like, for example, not high, but mid, stock market of United States because of this.
Yeah.
On the other hand, it's not risk-on fully, obviously, because of all the same reasons that I talked about in the moment before. It's not risk-on neither. So I wouldn't be investing in the high-risk assets like, for example, Bitcoin or Ethereum right now. But somewhere in the middle, you keep balancing this.
Yeah.
If it's going to turn more into the risk off, okay, then US dollar perhaps, if they're going to start increasing the rates. From the moment they start talking about the rate increase and it increases the probability and they hike the rate, it's more toward the US dollar. So it's like this. I would balance it this way.
Oh, that was very heavy for me, but I took it. I mean, how do you manage to remember this many updates in your head? Being a trader, I mean, I know it's a stupid question, but for intraday, I don't know. You are like a news reporter of Tradeify crypto.
To be honest with you, it's I'm not tracking it a lot in the past 6 months because I've had a lot of things in my head outside. But normally, I'm gonna get back into this. If you talk to me, it's gonna be much more. I just like it. I don't know. I'm crazy about it.
So what you do on the live stream is just a warm up for you,
It's actually, I keep nothing in my head now. I feel like I'm degrading if it comes to macroeconomy, to be honest, in the last 6 months. Yeah. I need to get back into it. So I have list of things that I want to read, like books and everything. It's just waiting for me. I'm gonna bring it to the stream. You don't need to read it yourself. I'm gonna bring updates.
Oh god. Yeah. I mean, I'm gonna catch up with the economical analysis which you guys do. Yeah.
No, but I made some stupid mistakes. Like, for example, obviously the war started in February. I was still analyzing, and the majority of the wars start in February. And it was 22nd to Ukraine. It was 28 for Iran. So it's there was even mathematical consequences that mathematical not coincidences, but mathematical missing the word. Repeatable patterns that majority of the wars they start in the end of February. And equal days that are equally 22, 28 and so on. So we had this obviously in February, and then in April, this is what I was reading now and updating it, that they agreed to the ceasefire in April. This is what I was remembering. And then it was broken, and then the situation escalated. So this is why I was talking about April. But you see, I don't remember even obvious things now. So I feel super stupid about it, actually.
Can you make a link or make a course on how to be a good at the news and stuff, at the current affairs and stuff? I'll sign in first.
We can actually do this in Tradeify. We can do this.
So you have plans,
Yeah. We can do it.
So I'll take a pen and paper then. And I think we hit there is a lot of thing going on in the chat. Bona Pep is asking, how can I join the Tradeify crypto team? I think you have to reach out to Jonathan. I forgot his email. That's Jonathan @Tradeify.co, something like that. Or maybe reach out to him on the Discord. That's the way. So yeah, make sure to join Tradeify, the normal or maybe the OG Tradeify Future Discord, where we integrated the crypto as well. So you can find him there and reach out to him, and let's see. We would be happy to have you with us. And someone said in the chat that after a long time we see gold moving like this. You know, it is just going higher.
Yeah, but it's
because of the news.
Yeah, it's all gold has been insane the last couple of weeks. I don't like this price action, to be honest.
I mean,
it's trying to decide if it's gonna rotate or break below 33900.
Yeah. And so, Anastasia, one thing I've seen on the internet that everyone shares, which is doesn't work every time, that whenever war starts, gold goes up, which I think it's not totally true. It totally depends on the many criteria which you explained. So do you think normally people guess that, okay, there's a war, so then I should invest in gold, but it's gonna go high? That's what I have heard people saying when I was getting started trading. I've heard some of the so-called mentors saying that, oh, it's a war, let's buy. And that's what I know about the war stuff with the gold.
Yeah, but that's not really 100% always true, because there are several parts to it. People used to, people used to see gold as a risk balancing factor, as a safe haven. But first of all, from the 70s, it's not attached. The value of the US dollar is not attached to gold anymore. That's first. Okay. Secondly, if you talk about their metals, then if it comes to metals, there are metals that are much more used, for example, in the space like semiconductors, copper, silver for production. So from this perspective, these metals have higher probability of actually percentage increase in value. Not on the high, but over the time. So like as a long-term investment, that can be considered also besides gold. But most important, why the gold was going down is because of inflation also. Because if the war escalates and the oil prices, when they went up, it means high inflation. High inflation means the US dollar is probably going to have a rate hike, because to rebalance the high inflation, Federal Reserve, and this is when we got the first comments about the possibility of the rate hikes, and in the future pushing more the rate cuts that was in the process for the summer initially in the works. So if there is a rate hike, it means that the US dollar is going to be more expensive. And for investors, from outside investors, it's going to be much more profitable to buy US dollars and hold their money in the US dollars than in any other asset. So if US dollar goes so high, and we had an outstanding unusual situation with the oil prices going so extremely up, it's pushing the US dollar so high that the assets which are quoted in the US dollar, they're going to go down. Gold as an investment at that point became less attractive than US dollar itself. Bitcoin at that point became, not only it's because it's a risk off at that point because of this fears and uncertainty, but also because Bitcoin is quoted in the US dollars. It's also US dollar becomes more attractive to the investors as an investment. So they're going to sell Bitcoin, or they're very unlikely to buy Bitcoin. They're going to be more likely to buy US dollar. So it's because of the context. The same with people for when the data, for example, for the labor market comes like this, why this happens. Yeah, it's like certain things that are logical, and we have certain, certain equations in the macroeconomy that should be followed, but it depends. It depends on the context. That's why it's not straightforward as if the labor market comes out, the data from the labor market comes out stronger, the US dollar is going to go up because of the interest rate. It's not always like this, because if we look at the past data, it can be stronger, but it can be weaker than the past months, stronger than expected, but weaker than the past months. And then it's like a balance of the situation. You know, it's like, it's many things to take into account.
So it's like not the thing people said that, okay, so you explained it in the entire way of the money and the US dollar and stuff like that. So it's not always war controlling the stuff. It's not guaranteed that it's going to go higher.
No, it's all, lately there is always a war somewhere in the world.
Yeah, I mean, that's the question I asked to the guy when I was in the 2020, and the reply was not really good. I was like, okay, it'll go up. I was like, people are killing every single day each other, and I think so that's gonna make gold reach 100K soon. You know, the way the world is gonna. It was happening during the war and the stuff and the coronavirus and the thing. So yeah, this does make sense. And because I'm actually new to the gold on the lower time frame, and when you said that this price action is worst or bad, and I think I'm still surviving on the lower time frame. So I don't know.
Are you gonna buy?
No. I don't really. I usually do. I never perform in this kind of price action, like volatile volume candles, because gold has actually shaped my routine so good that I feel good to trade in the afternoon.
Okay.
Before that, I was really like, oh, it would be good to take birth in NY just to trade it in the morning, and the entire day you have a lot of stuff to do. I actually hate to trade at the night in my country because it's very late at the 9:30 and we have market open for the NQ. But gold, I mean, yeah, it's been really performing well for my routine, you know, than NQ.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna master this pair more, and yeah, I think I have not taken a single trade on NQ.
Remember you said it's been a long time, no, since you took taken.
So it's more like which suits my routine and head than forcefully trading something off time, you know.
Yeah.
And also, I have seen that you are mostly active in the London session or maybe the NY, not the NYPM and the Asia.
Yeah, I mostly trade London.
Yeah,
I trade London mostly.
London's been really slow to dive this week. The Asia and the NY is really volatile.
Honestly, London has been slow, and the current price action is like, it's look at this thing. Just keeps going. It's insane.
Yeah.
It isn't. It's really insane.
After a long time, I have seen a good candle, to be honest, something like this.
Yeah, it's not a good candle. It's just crazy. Completely. What it's doing. No, but you know, some time ago I would be probably feeling, you know, some years ago I would be feeling like I'm missing out on the movement. But it's like, this is not the part to take. This is actually to the question that we had in the beginning. What belief you no longer have and you no longer agree with that you had all the way in the beginning when you were starting? When I was starting in the beginning, I would believe that I'm missing out on the opportunity now. Many years after, I do know that this is this kind of thing and price action on gold now. And if I would be able to catch that, it would be the accumulation of many factors, of a skill, but also of a luck, of being in the right place in the right time, and also of a luck to not place or take profit. And also, in general, being fearless enough at that point and crazy enough to keep holding this thing.
Yeah.
On like being able to be focused enough to keep moving your stop loss and not be overexcited, for example. There are so many things that you need to do to catch this kind of movement and do it correctly and utilize this, and how many people will be catching this movement and then blowing their account when it starts pulling back because they didn't take the full profit. They want the price to go back where it was and so on. So it's just like, or they're going to be expecting the reversal from the highs. It's so many things. So this kind of situation is just outside of your trading system. It's outside of your stats. It's not a normal statistical situation which you tested your edge to be performing at, which means it's not something that is necessary for you to take to be profitable over time. It is nice, obviously, to catch this kind of movements, and you can utilize. If you can utilize this, amazing. But sometimes you will be able, sometimes not.
Yeah.
Because it's also the luck factor to be in the right place in the right time. It always is sometimes in the market because you do need to be on the charts at this period of time when something happens. But this is like a massive be in the right place, be in the right time, take a trade, not place a prick profit to catch all of this movement. You know?
Obviously, I mean, experimenting new things is the toughest and the best part about trading. As I said before, like I'm a 1:1 guy, but I'm still trying to, grab some more from the market just to test it out, maybe, or increase my performance in terms of risk to reward. But I feel I'm too much addicted to this risk to reward that it's obviously I'm getting paid for years because of this. But I feel like it's time to increase the accuracy and stuff. Maybe trading the different time frame, or maybe trying out some new things can help. But for that, we need to buy some new props and test things, because that is something which can't do on the live account. So for that, guys, we have Tradeify Crypto. You can buy accounts, prop accounts, and experiment, or maybe try your new edge, or maybe something if you are trying to improve, and keep the old one consistent to just run the cycle, to never die in the market. Good advertisement. I was looking on the 4-hour chart. You can see the current candle is so bullish that all the old candles looks really weak in front of the current one we have. So powerful. I think the 11 minutes left. Do you think Anastasiia will have a retrace back in the range and then continue higher after the 4-hour close?
What exactly?
I'm
Sorry.
like on the 4-hour chart. Do you think that after the closing we'll have a retrace back in the zone continuation higher for the bulls?
I'm not sure. That's why I wouldn't be taking this trade now, because we did, over high. It's slightly higher than the previous high. Chances are you're going to get a lot of stop hunts right now, and the price is going to go back down. It might come back into the range.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't take the buy now. If I would be taking a buy, it needs to be out of this range. So it needs to be significantly higher and close outside, or come back to the median of this range. And then from the median of this range, I would be considering already taking a long, but not at the top when it just did the over high compared to the previous high is in the range, and like taking a trade based on this.
Yeah. So I think we should do the next giveaway. And what can be the new keyword for the next one?
Pax G.
Pax G. Write Pax G in the chat.
For this crazy movement that it's now having.
that is obvious.
This is insane. Yeah.
Not rich, but Pax G. Please, I'm rich. Oh, Thorjack is very rich. Don't write Pax G then if you're rich. keep it coming. I think in few minutes I will extract the list, and we have another race. How many likes we have? We crossed the second target, but is it 40? It's 41. Good. Don't use 100 accounts, GCP. Oh, these guys again started in the chat. Make sure Roman is watching. He might ban. He might throw a ban. And actually, I'm one more thing testing with the AI and stuff. Do you think, Anastasia, if we teach our entire model, maybe feed the data we have stored for years in market and teach that bot to trade for us, do you think is it possible to make money?
To do the automated system?
Yeah.
We can talk about this and send me a message.
Oh,
I think it's possible. I think it's possible to a certain degree. I've been talking to some programmers as well, like profile programmers too. I think half automated definitely possible to like make our life easier for sure. Which I think is already a very good step.
So you're already in work.
Well, in a thinking process more than work and discussions about this, how to take it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that whatever the thing is only works in the CFD or the futures or for both?
Sorry?
So whatever the bot you think that which can be designed is going to be for the futures or CFD?
Well, for the futures should be, because the data needs to be taken.
Yeah.
From the futures. But I mean, I've been for years taking analysis from futures and using it for CFDs and Forex. So should be taking the data from the four futures, because it needs to take the correct bid and ask distribution and the data from the backend of the exchange, of course.
Yeah.
The level 2 and is not available for the CFDs and the Forex, so it's impossible. You can program other, like many automatic goods trading systems, obviously for CFDs and for Forex, but not based on order flow.
Yeah.
That's gonna work.
So our job is in danger.
I don't believe that. In general, this is why I'm saying about the half automated, because if it comes to fully automatic trading systems, it's my personal opinion, doesn't have to be true. It's my personal belief and the skepticism.
That it's not possible.
It's not possible long term.
We are safe.
Because it needs to be someone in the backend who can actively adjust it.
Yeah.
With the volatility and the liquidity of the market and the changes. Because let's say, for example, the money flows out of the market and liquidity drops because of the risk off and stock market starts declining. Is not going to be the same price behavior, even not only because it's bearish, but because their timing, the size of the movement, the more consolidations, there's like so many different factors. Not going to be the same one as it was with more liquidity from the middle class.
Mm-hmm.
It's some factors that need to be taken into account, and it's just not gonna perform, in my personal opinion, over long period of time the same way. So if there is someone in the backend who is ready to adjust it and who knows ins and out and can do it,
yeah,
no question.
So like the same way every industry works, like the coding and the stuff, like there should be a human to maintain these machines at the end of the day. Like I manage my indicators in TradingView. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
Because there was a time where people on the social media were saying, AI is taking their job, but not mine because I'm a trader and stuff. But no, you don't know when, it will. Do you think if someone actually manages to make a bot or maybe make it possible to trade managing the bot, and that will pull a lot of trader in market. Like there, and there will be every single one will be trading in one house, or maybe it will be always challenging, like psychologically wise.
But creating a very good performing algorithm is not an easy job, even with AI. Because besides the changes in the market and everything, the market is functioning, the majority of the liquidity is functioning by the high frequency robots. No one is, as a market maker, like providing the liquidity manually anymore. It's not manual trades. It's hundreds of thousands of trades executed in the market every single second. These bots that are operated by banks and financial institutions for the purposes of liquidity providing, but also for trading, they cost hundreds of millions to create this kind of algorithm. Okay. We can Google it and everything. It's like it's an open, like it's called high frequency trading, but not like the high frequency retail trading. It's a high frequency institutional trading. It's not the theory by the ICT. It's been working like this since 2013. So this was from 2013. If you look how the market was functioning before and after, it's like completely different markets, because this one was introduced the majority of this big bots from the institutional trading. So it's not an easy job. I know people who successfully created this kind of algorithms, but they keep working in the backend, on this kind of things. So I don't believe that AI is going to take a job from traders away in any near future, to be fairly honest.
Well, that's a relief, no?
Yeah, maybe, of course, maybe. We'll see. But I don't think it's in any near coming years we should be too much worried about this kind of thing.
Yeah. It should happen when I get old.
To make money.
Yeah. So yeah, guys, the duck race is ready. Another race. I see Trump. I see Captain Jack Sparrow. Let's do it. Let me shut the duck. And yeah, we go. Let's see who wins. Torjak, is it Torjak? You are first. So yeah. I think it's not your day, buddy. And the analysis on the duck race is 100%. Always. 100% win rate. So I will never bet on the first duck which comes. Maybe winner, you are here again. I think you won a lot of. And also, before someone wins, I want to say that there is a cooling period. So if you are a consistent winner, we have to do another race. Okay. If you have 2-3 accounts, because there are people with an insane amount of luck, have 3 or 4 accounts already. 7 seconds, 6 seconds. It's a doctor duck. It's a Bona Pips. Oh my god. I think he joined the chat today and he won an account today. And first day presence of the Tradeify crypto channel. Congratulations, you won an account. So what you have to do is add your email to your YouTube channel description. First of all, you have to write something in the chat if you are here with us. I can't see. Yeah, he wrote back. If you are here with us, write 1 in the chat and you'll have an account. I was close. Yeah, I saw it, Luna. You were close. Anyway, but I wouldn't be giving you an account because you already have 3. I think he is not. He is not here, I guess. Should we do it again? Yeah, I think yes. Yeah. Roman said yes, so there is no doubt. Shuffle. Okay, I shuffle the. Yeah.
I will have to jump off, unfortunately. I have an appointment.
All good.
At the doctor's. I need to run, so I'm not gonna stay for the winner of the second duck race, guys. Whoever wins, congratulations to all of you for winning the accounts.
Yeah.
Ayush, thank you so much for the great live stream. We didn't have much trading because gold is going crazy, so hopefully tomorrow is going to be slightly better.
Yeah. Thank you.
Live stream as well. Whoever, if anyone caught this movement, well done, great job. Just put it aside now and go enjoy the fact that you did it.
Yeah.
And I'll see you back tomorrow. Tomorrow we have another portion of order flow and volume knowledge.
Session. Yeah.
So we have a very special session tomorrow as well. So I will see you there. Thank you so much, Roman. Thank you so much. Ayush,
Thank you
thanks a
so
lot.
much. Thank you so much. See you tomorrow. Excited for the stream.
And
So yeah, look at this. Look at the duck. I think the grandma is slow. It makes sense. Grandma needs some energy. Need to take some whey protein and stuff. Oh, is it the moon? Oh, what's your name? To INJ to the moon. You want an account? Please write something in the chat if you are here. I think you won an account before, so I think your email would be there already. I don't know. People are here, or if he is not going to show up, I'll give this account to Roman. I have no option. Okay, I'm gonna wait for a few more minutes, or Roman's gonna take it. Oh yeah, okay. So make sure to add your email to your description, and I see there is no email. So make sure to add it in the description. You will get your account. You want 5K two-step account with Tradeify Crypto, where you can trade many tokenized stocks and crypto coins. So I think we are coming to an end of the stream. We had amazing day with a lot of technical thing and the psychological talk we had with Anastasiia. Tomorrow we have her session on the order flow. Make sure to join if you are someone who is struggling to take sniper entries in the market. And tomorrow you will have that learning here at the Tradeify Crypto channel. And also don't forget to join the Discord session we have right now. I think it's gonna go. I think it's already it's live in the Discord. Make sure to join the Tradeify future channel, and you will see there, and you'll see Jonathan and Alex crypto presentation. So yeah, thank you so much for joining. That's all from my side. See you guys tomorrow. Tradeify channel.